This game is pretty difficult. Only around 1.4% of players have beaten Journey of the Prairie King. However, I hope this video can really help everyone out. I've beaten this game 6 times and I also have the Fector's Challenge achievement. Also, this guide isn't meant to be a deathless guide. Rather, it's just one for beating the game normally. Also, note that this game has 3 worlds. There are 4 levels for World 1 and 3 levels each for Worlds 2 and 3. Contrary to popular belief, luck does not affect the random drop rate, so don't worry about it before starting the game. The first thing I want to cover is the items. Each of these on the screen has a different ability, and I'll be going over all of them from least important to most important. The worst one is the smoke bomb. It just teleports you randomly and makes you invisible, but it doesn't help you that much compared to the other abilities. If I were to find this on the floor, I'd either ditch it or just use it immediately. Do not save the smoke bomb for later if you already have an item in the save slot. The second worst is the coffee. It gives you speed, but speed isn't very important if you want to kill your enemies. There are other abilities that also give you speed, so I wouldn't save this for later. Feel free to ditch it or use it immediately. The next one is the grave. This ability allows you to kill mobs upon touching them. I don't really like this one since it makes the mobs run away, and you can't touch them if they run back to the sides. Also, the music occasionally glitches, which makes your transformation back to normal very unpredictable. You can save it if you want, but I would use it immediately as well. Another ability is a machine gun. I like this one a lot since it makes your bullets shoot insanely fast. However, it is not as good if you don't spray your bullets. Make sure to not always point your gun in one direction because most mobs die in 1 to 2 hits. If you shoot in random directions, you'll be able to kill a lot more mobs this way. I would save this for later, and remember to always look out for this ability. The next ability that's really good is the shotgun. It shoots 3 bullets out, and it's good for eliminating crowds. I would usually save this ability, use it during emergencies, and remember to always pick it up. Another ability is the nuke. Once you pick it up or use it, it kills all mobs on the screen. This is pretty good if you're in a tight situation, but all the mobs you kill will not drop any other items. Remember to save this ability if you can, and don't use it when there are no mobs around. The second best ability is the wheel. It shoots in 8 directions, and you don't even have to aim. It's really good for eliminating crowds, and you're almost untouchable. Remember to save this ability if you can, instead of using it immediately, and always pick it up. The best ability in the game is the Sheriff's Badge. It's a combination of the coffee, the machine gun, and the shotgun. I usually save these for emergencies. Do not use it if there are no crowds and you're doing fine. This is something that rarely drops, and I usually keep it in my save slot for the whole game. It's also really good in the last world and against the final boss, so just keep that in mind. Other things that are more important than abilities are coins and lives. For coins, they can either appear as 1s or 5s. You always want to pick up coins early on. Do whatever you can to get them as long as you can stay alive. Without these, to upgrade your weapons, you'll have trouble getting past World 3. I'll go over the upgrades in a bit. For extra lives, they appear as heads. You want to make sure you always pick them up unless you're doing Fector's Challenge. If you end up picking up all the ones that appear and not dying, you can usually face a last boss with over 10 lives. Remember that the shopkeeper appears every other round excluding boss fights. Get the ammo pack upgrade first if you can. If you can't afford it in the first round, save your coins. Later, keep upgrading your ammo pack until it's green. After you get it to green, you can save up for the white ammo pack or start upgrading the gun speed. Do not get the boots unless you have spare coins before the final boss fight. The boots aren't very helpful if your gun speed is fast, so try not to buy the boots. The first few mobs you'll encounter are the orcs, spike balls, and ogres. The orcs are really simple, they die in 1 hit. For the spike balls, hit them when they're running. If they end up shielding themselves, wait till time runs out to kill them since they drop to 1 HP. For the ogres, they're slower but can tank more hits. You'll be able to kill them easily if you upgrade your ammo packs. The next world has the mushrooms and the butterflies. The mushrooms move really fast and have twice the health as an orc. However, if you upgrade your ammo pack once, they die in 1 hit as well. For the butterflies, they fly from all corners and aren't very tanky. You can easily kill them as long as your aim is okay. Finally, the last world has the mummies and the imps. Remember that you need 2 ammo pack upgrades before going into this world. The mummies are the tankiest enemies in the game, and the imps are basically flying tanks as well. The first 2 levels in World 3 are mostly mummies, but in the last level, you'll be swarmed by the imps. Just make sure you can hit them quickly and you'll be fine. Worlds 1 and 2 have the cowboy as the boss. There's a trick to beating them quick. It's a bit hard to explain, but if you watch the video here, you can see that the bullets need to line up next to the cowboy's wall. Sometimes though, he doesn't stay there. If he runs to the right or to the left and stops shooting, go to his opposite side and shoot him diagonally. This is probably the quickest way to beat the boss safely. For the boss in World 3, which is the final boss, you'll have to focus on getting as many hits early on. Align yourself with the boss, but move slightly to the left. This allows you to start hitting the final boss early on, whereas he's unable to hit you. After that, try to get as far away as possible from the boss. Kill his minions first before going after him, and be very safe. Sometimes you'll get hit by his random bullets, but don't worry. Try to dodge them and you'll be fine. Hopefully you guys found this guide to be helpful. If you have any questions or want me to go over Fector's challenge in a future video, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and the full clip of one of my tries beating the game will be in the description.